Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to create a lead scraping system. Okay, so this particular system can scrape any leads that you want. Okay, you just have to enter what kind of niche, not what kind of, what niche do you want, and the location. That is it. It will go in, scrape all the leads for you, dump it into Google Sheet. So you'll get the phone number, the email, the website, everything. Okay, and let's get started. So this is what the system looks like. And the first thing that I've done here is I've added a set multiple variable module. Now, you don't have to do this. What you will do instead is add a form. So you can just go to Tally. Let's say, for example, I pick a Tally module and let's say I created a form and that form will ask me two questions. The first will be what niche do you want to scrape and the location. So you'll create a form, you'll connect it via webhook, you know all that stuff. I hope you do. Okay, but if you don't, let me still just tell you. So you can just, I will pick one of these webhooks, or if you don't have one, you'll just click add. You will connect your tally form to make.com, and then once the connection is done, you'll give it a name and you'll pick out the form that you've created. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to remove that for now, put this back here, delete this. Okay, so if you see in this one, I have the niche as chiropractors and the location as New York. Okay. Then I have Appify. Now Appify is the main scraper. This is responsible for going to Google Maps and scraping all the leads. Okay. So if I just quickly go back to Appify, so you need to sign in, but you won't see this right now. What you need to do is go to Appify store, just type Google, and you'll see we have, wait, let me just type Google Maps. Okay, and we have this Google Maps scraper. Now this is what I've used, and I've also used this Google Maps email extractor. No, wait, I didn't use that. Sorry, my fault. I only used the Google Maps scraper. So I used this one. So what you need to do is just click on start. This will start to work, and once it does start to work, you go back to Appify. Then you have to connect your Appify account. Now to do that, click on add. The connection type would be API. And you find your API. To do that, just scroll down, go to settings, APIs and integrations, and then you'll find your API key. Copy that, paste it, the connection is done. Once that is done, you will scroll down to actors and you'll find your actor right here. So in my case, it was Google Maps Scraper. I got it. And in the input JSON, if I just go back to Appify, actors, Google Maps Scraper. Now if I go on run, and if I click on this, you'll see in the input, I have two options, a manual and JSON. So all I do is just copy this or it will just automatically appear. If it doesn't automatically appear, just copy this, paste it in. And then what I've done is I've just changed the search to this niche, that is chiropractors, and the location as New York. Okay, I've kept the rest of the things same, nothing else is changed. And then we have a sleep module. Now this sleep module is important because Appify doesn't just instantly give you results. It takes time because it is scraping through the whole thing. So I'm sleeping for 30 seconds. Then we have get dataset ID. Now we use get dataset ID to get all the data that the scraper has run. Okay, so since the scraper is running, it is processing the data. Once the data has processed, we say, okay, now give me all those data. So this is where all the data is. We get all the data. This module is responsible for getting all the data. Okay, I've kept the limit to 5. Usually it's a 100 or something, but I was testing it. Just made this 5 minutes ago. I was testing it, so I just kept it to 5. And then this is where things get a bit interesting. Okay, then we have an HTTP make request module. Now, what does this particular module does is whenever Appify runs, we get as an output the website. Okay, we input that website into a make a request module. Now, what that make a request module does, it goes to the website and extracts the full page, you can say, the full website, and it gives you an HTML. Okay, if I can just show you the run that I did, let's see. Yeah, so let's check this first one. So this is the URL that I gave it, astrio astoriacairo.com, and then you see the data. This is the big HTML. Okay, now in this HTML, there is a possibility that it might have an email. I don't know, might just have an email. Okay, so what we do is we put that into an HTML to text parser, a module called as text parser, which converts HTML to text, and it will output me something like this. Everything is in text now, it's readable. Okay, so let's just check. Do we have an email? No, we don't. Okay, then we have a match pattern. Now, what is this module and why is it necessary? If you guys don't remember, in one of my previous video, I told you guys about regex. This is where you use it. So let me just show you the regex that I used. So this is the regex formula that I used. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is this? Just wait. Okay. Now, in order to get that, what you do is, what I did was just went to ChatGPT and I said, what is the regex formula to find an email in this text? And I gave it the HTML. I converted the HTML to text in the previous module. Okay. Pasted the whole thing and it just spat out this regex formula. Okay. Guys, I'm not a nerd. Okay. I'm not a tech genius or something. Just use ChatGPT. Don't use your brains for this stuff. And once I did that, we check global match as yes because there might be multiple emails. We don't just want one email. If there are more than one email, we want all of that. And global match helps you in that. And then we have multi-line because it's multiple lines. And then we have the text. Now this is the text from the previous module that we are inputting right here. Okay, then we hit save, and then finally we have the Google Sheets where we're inputting all the data. Actually, I haven't put the yeah email. So, and then we have a filter. Now this filter is if the fallback matches, that is if there is an email exist, only then you will pass. If there is no email, we don't want that particular, what do you say, record. Okay, now let me just run this so I can show it to you guys in action. So these are some leads that I was testing. So for now, let me just remove all of this and let's run this again. Now we're in the sleep module. I don't know, we might find some records or we might not find some records, but you'll see either way, you'll just see the whole system in action. So, yep, let's wait and watch. We have one data and then we have an error. Let's see what kind of error. Forbidden. Okay, there must be something wrong with that page. But okay, either way, we got the data. So let's see. See, we have the name, the I guess it's the title or the profession. Then we have the website, the phone number, the email, everything. So that worked perfectly. That's a minute error that we need to look at it. What is this? Even I don't know. Need to ask ChatGPT. But I guess it might be some errors, some HTML error, invalid configuration error. We might have to look, but you see, it ran a couple of operations. It was working perfectly. So yeah, that is the system, guys. I know it was a quick video, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. And if you want the blueprint for this, guys, it's down in the description. You guys can just go ahead and find it there if you don't want to build this on your own. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you did like this video. If you don't, yeah, you can just move on. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you next video.